Alright guys, here we go. We're going to be building the 501st Clone Trooper Battle Pack. I understand this is fairly a new release for LEGO. So you have 4 Clone Troopers. You have 2 of the 501st Heavy Troopers, 1 Officer, and a Clone Specialist. Looks like we don't need... So it's basically just a cannon with the troopers. Now you can see down in the lower right corner, that is what kind of a snapshot of the box looks like if you're looking to pick this up and want to know exactly what to look for. This will be a fairly quick build. The battle packs are usually not very aggressive. Oh, forgot visors. Alright, what I like to do is I'm kind of a go commando kind of guy, so I like to get all of the pieces out right away. Assuming I can open the package. So I don't know if you guys have ever built this kind of stuff before, but you're going to get extra visors and antennas and all that kind of stuff in the mix. There's going to be extras. So, all right, let's see about getting a little bit closer here. All right. So this is the instruction book. It is going to be fairly self-explanatory. All right, so first up, we are building, looks like the officer first. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done here. Is it the officer? Will be the officer, yep. There's 2 different breastplates for this build, so you kind of have to be careful to make sure you get the right breastplate picked out. Make sure the legs are all the same. And the legs are even different. You're going to have 3 legs that are one look, and then you have another leg that is another look here. So and we get the meaty legs. That is the first. All right. Face wise, I don't think it really matters because they're going to be in a helmet. So it is the V patterned, and you're going to need to get the antenna and the visor. Actually, the visor you're not going to be able to do because the antenna goes into the hole, so this one will not have a visor. And then, of course, his weapon. All right, so that is the officer. All right, so next we are building. It's going to be a little bit different. He's going to have a backpack. See if I can quickly locate that piece. Right there. Backpack, and he's going to have this jobby on it. Printed, no sticker placement, which is nice. I enjoy doing the stickers, but I know that's one of the biggest gripes that Lego, like controversy that Lego fans have, is whether or not they can do stickers or not, whether it be printed sheets or pre-printed on the pieces. Always that fighting argument. So there's a sinister looking visor, and then he has a double barrel gun like that. So that is what he looks like up close and personal. And we got to do that twice. And it looks like the blue armed trooper is going to be the specialist. The clone specialist. Give him this visor. Come on, there we go. All right. Double barrel gun. Make it a little more menacing. I forgot to add a piece. We're gonna add that piece. So what is the other one? This is the problem, is sometimes your eyes don't lock into pieces, and even though it might be staring at you right in the face, you can't look at it. So guess what? We're going to move on from the gun because it will come up at some point. If I'm missing it as we thin out everything, we will come across it. This one will be a little bit different because he's going to be getting a different visor. And these are more binoculars. It kind of looks like. And he has the rifle with the end piece. All right, like that. All right, so that's his gun there. All right, and that's what he looks like. And I had the wrong, see, I'm already making mistakes. I had the wrong gun on the first, the officer. He has the single pistol. I had the double in his hand. So we'll put the right one in his hand. There we go. And then he'll get his due weapon. All right. Moving on from that, here we go. Here's the guts of it. So I asked in the last video, like, what was your last Lego build for, it could be Star Wars, could be any Lego. What was your last build, and what's your next one going to be? I would love to hear. The other one that always comes up that I'm always curious about is the type of builder you are. Are you organized, or are you just chaotic with it? You can kind of say that I go commando, where it's like I dump the pieces out and we just go from there, no matter how overwhelming it might be. But I'd be curious to know what the rest of you guys do. Don't roll away. There we go. All right. Uh-oh. A nice thing about these builds is they're not very difficult because there's not a lot of pieces. So that is the nice part. I can hear something going on out there. All right, so I'm gonna do this. All right, we got 2 flats, 2 maroon flats. All right, so that's what that looks like. There's the sides and the bottom. I'll set that aside for a second. I'm going to do this is going to be some sort of seat, as you can see. And it will get attached right like that. Some sort of seat. All right. Okay, hold on a second. I'm missing something here. There we go. Well, because I saw you had to put in another vent and then another one of these, and there wasn't room, but I had the wrong position of the gray piece. So there we go. All right, the clear piece on the bottom. All right, put that down for a second. So this is going to be a ×2, so I got to do this, and I always like to start right away when I have a ×2, so I don't have to go back and repeat. We just do it all at one time. It's kind of nice that way. These must be legs, I'm guessing. Or balancers, or whatever you want to call it. All right. So it goes this way, and these attach on this side. As you see right there. All right. Another ×2. Kind of similar to the last one. There it is right there. All right. Take that. That. For the longest time, I resisted collecting Legos as a Star Wars collector, just because it always had the reputation of being too kiddie. And then I remember being, I think I just had surgery or something. And I remember building a set and falling in love. It was like a little battle pack set or whatever. I don't remember what it was exactly, but I remember just falling in love with the idea of starting with nothing and creating something. And then I started, getting Legos. My first like big set I purchased was like the Jabba the Hutt Slave One, and that was absolutely outstanding. And I was hooked from there. It became a big part of my Star Wars collection. Big part. All right, and now it says to adjust these a little bit. Something along those lines, like that. Like that. Something like that. Look at that. Nice and balanced. All right. Now let's get to work on the cannon part, I'm thinking. Just cheating ahead to make sure, see if this is a ×2 or not, because they always tell you at the very end, because then I can run side by side with it. I don't think it's going to be. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be this next part, so good. There's one thing Stacy hates is the ×2 stuff. Probably for the same reasons we all do, and you don't find out about it until you're right at the very end. You're like, that was such a pain in the butt, and it would have been a less pain in the butt if I would have done it right away. All right. All right, so we go that, that, that. Oops, snap that right off. What the hell am I doing? There we go. All fixed. right. That piece there. Flip it over, do the other side. We are almost complete. It's getting there. Getting there fast. Alright, so because it has those claws in it, that's where this is going to rest. So it looks like the seat is, according to the instructions, like that. This is going to go in here like so. Hear the snap, you're good to go. Alright. Now it looks like the cannon we're going to be doing. A little stubborn. Pull out my MacGyver skills. Alright, now a little gear. And the gear goes gear side this way towards the black piece. And then the way it is resting in there is just like that. And then of course you have your cannons that shoot, and it's usually just a pressure activated thing. But there you go. That is the cannon that goes with the 501st Clone Trooper Battle Pack. So there you go, finished product. All right, guys, like as always, you could watch the videos. We will have this up very shortly. We have the Clone Commander Cody brickhead build that was done, and if you want to look at that, go over to our TikTok and our YouTube channel. All right, guys, thanks for watching.